Hi everyone, testing your blood sugar level is video 12 in our video series on weight loss. So if you want to, if you haven't seen the first 11, please go back and watch them in order because it's very important to kind of build on what we've learned before. So this is video 12, testing your blood sugar level. There are 4 components to the blood sugar. If you're a diabetic, you know all this already. But those of us who are not, it's good to know this because this is a real simple way to see how much blood sugar you have in your body. You can eat, wait 2 hours, run this test, and you'll know exactly how much blood sugar you have and whether or not you're causing your body to release insulin. You'll be able to literally track it after every meal. More importantly, you'll also know what meals cause your blood sugar to spike and which kinds of meals don't. We already know that you should avoid carbs and sugar, but there's some other foods that you might not be sure of, and this is a way to know whether it's spiking your blood sugar. So you have 4 components. You got your blood sugar meter on the left here in blue, your Lancet device, your Lancet, and your test strip. So to install the Lancet, you take the Lancet and twist off this little circle at the bottom. You twist it and it'll come right off, and it exposes the little needle that's sticking out of it. You take that little Lancet with the needle pointing out and you stick it into the end of the Lancet device. When you're done with that, this is the way it'll look. The Lancet device is basically just got the little pointer. In fact, actually, when you stick it into the Lancet device, the little needle won't be sticking out, but that's to give you some idea of how it looks. Then after that point, you take your blood sugar meter. There is an on button, but most of them work by when you insert the test strip into the blood sugar meter, it'll turn it on by itself. So you make sure you note which end is supposed to go into the blood sugar meter. Usually it's pointed, but not always, so make sure you read your test meter's instructions so that you know what end should be sticking out here, which is where the blood's going to go. So now you got to do the actual reading. So you take your pick a finger. I usually pick my left since I'm right-handed. I do the tests on my left fingers. Usually you want to do it towards the side of the fingers so it's not right in the middle. There's some tips. My wife's a nurse, so she actually gave me a tip to say to squeeze the end of your of the finger you're going to test. Squeeze it before you even poke it with the Lancet. So once you've done that and you've squeezed it, you've got your test strip in the meter. The little meter is going to show a little blood drop in the screen, and that's telling you it's ready for the blood sample. So you go ahead and put your Lancet device right up against your finger. There's on the back end of the Lancet device, there's a little pull mechanism that will cock the Lancet. If you haven't already done that, cock it, then put it up against your finger, push the little button, and it'll poke. The needle will poke your blood. Squeeze your finger until a good, nice little drop of blood is available. Put it up against your blood meter, and it'll beep when it has the blood already. That's it. You're done. Wait a couple of seconds and you'll give you a number, hopefully right around 90. So when to test and how often? You can first test your fasting blood sugar level, which means you test first thing in the morning before eating anything. This is called your fasting blood sugar because you haven't eaten anything since the previous night. You've been asleep all night, and that's a short version of fasting, which we'll talk about later as well. So you've been eating nothing all night. You wake up, you do your test, and that's your fasting blood sugar level. It should be quite low. A score less than 100 is normal, which is great. We're shooting for 90, remember? So to determine if a particular meal has spiked your blood sugar level above 110, test it 1.5 to 2 hours. I'd rather go 2 hours after the meal. If you eat meals that are very low in carbs, 20 to 50 grams per day total, all day long, and you eat no more than 50 grams of carbs, and you eat a lot of fat and a moderate amount of protein, maybe 25%, 30% of your calories coming from protein, you should be able to maintain your blood sugar level consistently between 70 and 110 all the time, every day, nonstop. So the pancreas will not release insulin, and your body will not store glucose as fat in your body. So I'm going to put a link in the video notes to blood sugar testing demonstration videos. There's tons of them out on the internet that you can check, but I think the process is pretty straightforward. So if you want to, you can use that video to know how to do it. So now we're going to go on to video 13, testing your ketosis level. So I'll do that video next. If you like the series of videos and want to continue the series, please subscribe and click the little bell icon so that you'll get notifications. I'll see you then in video 13.